Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Redbird Saraceno writes in and says, "This FX setup on the Make-2 is so annoying to constantly have to memorize it all. It's pretty convoluted. I guess if I used it every day, I would remember more. How do I get out of bus 1 and 2 being bypassed? I don't even recall turning on bypass yet after jamming a while. Both buses are in bypass now, and I can't figure out how to unbypass. Any words of experience?" I, given the way that you're talking about it, I'm not quite sure what you have done, but let's go through a few things. So first, I have like this kick and snare are both set to white here on the pads, which means they are bypassing bus 1 and 2. And in order to set them to bus 1 or 2, I can just hold down remain. And basically whatever bus you're on is what will switch between it. So I'm just turning them on between bus 1 and dry, basically. So if I want them to go through the bus, they're now going through like the filter and drive because I turned it on for bus 1. And you know that you're on bus 1 because bus FX is solid. If you tap it, it's going to be blinking, and it's going to then show us that we can turn this on. We can hear it's still going through that filter effect because I just turned it on for bus 2 instead. And if you want to see how you have your routing set up, you just want to go Shift and Pad 16 for EFX settings. So you can see what's going on here is the bottom line is what's going to happen if we want to route directly to bus 2, and the top line is going to right now say it's going to bus 1 and then into bus 2. So you can put a effect on either bus 1 or bus 2 and get that to work. But and the reason why you might want to do that is, excuse me, the reason you might want to do this is you want to stack up double effects. And for some things, so you could go like delay into a reverb, and then maybe some things you don't want to have delay, but you would want delay on bus 1, and then on reverb you'd go bus 2, and maybe some things you just want to have that reverb. So to get them to be green, which will tell you it's going to bus 2, we need to exit out. We're currently on bus 2. I can tell because it's flashing, and if I hold remain, I can now toggle between basically dry and bus 2. So if I want it, like in the case that I was just talking about, if I want to go set this up, let's go back to bus 1, put on delay, and then we'll go to bus 2, and I'll go to MFX, we'll go grab, and we'll do this reverb. It's fine. Doesn't matter. So in this case, what's going to happen is the kick that I have on this pad is going to go through delay and then reverb. So you can hear that. Going through the delay, so we're getting that just one hit is giving us the multiple taps. You also hear the reverb there. On the other hand, the snare is not going to go through the delay, it's just going to go through reverb. And if I wanted to make sure that this hi-hat doesn't go anywhere, I can leave it dry. Again, there's nothing wrong with setting it to, if we go back to bus 1, I can hold remain and hit pad 15, and now it is going through the delay and then into the reverb. So you can pretty quickly do some cool stuff. Now, you said that you have disabled or bypassed bus 1 and 2. Besides doing it this way, I'm not aware of another way to do it, but the only other thing that comes to mind is maybe you're bypassing bus 3 and 4. And you can do that. If you push down on the value knob here, you push it for enter, and you tap bus effects. And you can see I just skipped bus 3 and bus 4. Whether it says bus 3 and 4 is on or off, it's just a toggle. And basically what that is telling you is whatever you have on bus 3 and 4, does everything that you have go through it, or is it going to skip it? It's just a quick toggle to turn it on and off. I think most people use bus 3 and 4 for kind of like some more mastering effects, to kind of glue their sound together. So you might use like a compressor or like a very light subtle reverb just to kind of have some of that sound for everything to go through. But besides that, I think that covers everything that I was thinking that you might have either needed to know or might have done. So yeah, Redbird, if I have missed something, for how you're doing it. Feel free to like write me another comment. I'm happy to try and go through and with you and see if we can figure out what you got going on. But I hope this covers what you've been hitting for an issue. Anyway, yeah, thanks for the questions and comments. Redbird, good luck. And everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.